Hi, welcome to today's video. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Stacey Marsh and I'm a demonstrator here in the UK for Stampin' Up. If you don't already subscribe to my channel, a very warm welcome to you. You can subscribe by clicking the subscribe button at any point throughout this video, and feel free to leave a comment as well if you like what you see. So today's video I'm going to be using the free rainbow papers from the Celebration catalogue. The promotion finishes at the end of February, so be quick if you want to get your hands on these papers. Once we're at the end of February, these papers will disappear forever. Okay, so today's card I'm showcasing a technique that just uses strips of the designer series paper to create the background on our card. This is a great way for using up scraps, or if you're a frugal crafter like me, a great way to use not a lot of the DSP to make it go a little bit further. So for today's card, I'm mixing up with my colours ever so slightly. So this card is a base of Night of Navy, and then we've got 3 different patterns from the DSP. I'm going to use a bit of Bermuda Bay for the card I'm going to make on the video, just to show you how simple it is to create a variety of different styles with this technique. So the first thing we're going to need, we've got a base of Bermuda Bay. I've got a 10-fold base, oh, a little scrap of ribbon there, and I've got a layer of basic white. This is just ever so slightly smaller than the front of our card, and it measures 10 centimetres across by 14.4 centimetres down. I'm going to bring in my pieces of designer series paper now, and these are strips that measure 3 centimetres by 13.9, and I've gone for 3 different patterns, but don't forget these are double-sided, so you can mix and match and turn them over. I really like those 3 patterns, so I'm going to go ahead and stick those in place, and I'm going to stick them down with just some Tombow or wet glue, and I'm leaving a little border of white showing at the top, at the bottom, and along this edge here. Okay, and I'm going to repeat with the third one, just leaving a bit of a gap between, and then finishing with our third piece like so. These papers are such a hit from this year's celebration. I haven't seen the stats, but I think they are probably one of the most popular products, if not the most popular. Now we can go ahead and lay that on our card just to see if we like what we see, and I'm really happy with that. But next, before we stick that down, we're going to stick our ribbon on. So you'll notice on this card there's a little bow tied around, and my favourite technique for creating this sort of bow is to lay it roughly where we want it to be and turn it over. I've just got a little piece here showing, and I'm going to take my tear and tape, or double-sided tape if you have some, and I just want 2 little strips that's wider than our ribbon. Okay, so I'm going to fold that over like so, and then lay my tear and tape down, and then lay this piece on, and I'm doing it so that it's quite close to the edge but not touching the edge. Snip off any excess we have, and there we have our horizontal ribbon now attached. I'm going to go ahead and stick that down onto my card now. Just be mindful of any directional papers you have, that they are up the right way. I did one the other day and my rainbows were upside down, which is all very funny, but I didn't want upside down rainbows. Now for my bow, I am going to slide my ribbon, the other piece of my ribbon underneath, and I'm going to go ahead and tie that in a knot. What that does is that pinches our ribbon so it looks like this is all one strip. Okay, and then tie myself a little bow like so. Have a little play with it until it's where you want it to be. And if you want to, if it's not plain ball, what you can do is stick a little glue dot underneath so that the bow stays where you put it. That's it. Okay. Trim off your tails of your ribbon so that they are equal in length. And there you have a nice little bow on the side of your card. Okay, the next thing we've got is this rainbow. This has been cut from one of the sheets of papers in the set, and I'm just trimming it out with my snips, leaving a little white border. There's a border of white between each arc, so arch, so I find just leaving a border of white around the edge makes it look that little bit more finished. Okay. There we have it. So we've got our rainbow, which we can stick on. I'm going to stick that down with some foam pads, like so, and I'm going to stick that down so it just covers our ribbon ever so slightly. Okay. The next thing that I have prepared is a white cloud. Now this has been punched with the Cloud Punch, another new product for January that you'll find in the mini catalogue or online, and I'm going to stamp this onto the cloud, the sentiment onto the cloud directly, and I think I'm going to use Bermuda Bay ink for this, which will tie the back, the colour of our card base in quite nicely. Okay, so let's stamp this down. This is a lovely sentiment. It says a little something to brighten your day. What more of a reason do we need to send a handmade card? And then this is just going to go on our card like so. Just going to put a little bit of glue on that rainbow like so. So that is our card front all finished. All that I've got left to do is to stick my centerpiece in. Now I've left this blank, one because I wasn't sure what to put inside, but also this is one of those cards that you could send for a number of occasions, so you may want to write a lot down in it, so you'll need plenty of space. And there we have our rainbow card all finished for you. Let me know in the comments which one you prefer. I love using navy on my card, so I'm a big fan of this, but I also love the brightness of the one we've made in the video. If you have any questions, please do get in touch. Remember that these papers are available through my online store until the end of February only, and you can find the link to that in the details on this post. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Speak to you all very soon. Bye for now.